Hello everybody, hope you enjoyed your lunch. I think the fish wasn't extra good, but the rest was good. Okay, short recapitulation, what we heard, what we have. This is a slide you saw today a few times, even yesterday. It was a slide I promoted 2.5 years ago, first time, when I started to talk about Internet of Things. It expresses the status that IQRF is just few puzzles, few pieces of big puzzle of Internet of Things. And even big companies like Microsoft and Cisco already told, okay, no business entity, no commercial entity is not able to cover the whole and solve all problems of this world and cover all needs of everybody. So the cooperation is needed. Here, on this slide, you can see structure of our current topology. So it's optionally connected to the cloud, but as you can see, it is completely different than 5 years ago. At the moment, ratio of to the cloud-connected solutions is over 90%. 5 years ago, it was almost zero. So the world is changing. Here, on your right side, you can see modules. So this module is part of every device running IQRF. When we are going inside of the module, you will see it is based on a microcontroller from Microchip, and Microchip manufactured for a specialized chip with our logo. And on the next slide, you will see software structure. So on your right side, you will see abstraction of that hardware, software abstraction. So you will see structure, peripherals, and so on. Basis of everything is operating system, making that small module exactly in the same way like PC running basic functionality. Above that, there are hardware profiles and DPA, and to enable that, you need to be data controlled. It means that each our transceiver module is controlled by sending and receiving data. It dramatically simplifies development and R&D cycle. Data controlled means that it enables to process hardware profiles, so ready-to-use software, keeping standards, exactly as my colleague Hinek Servatka will tell you after my presentation. What will be new? Many of our friends and partners, especially from distribution, especially from Italy, Antonio, hello, ask us, okay, we don't like to pay for data controlled. So we decided that from operating system IQRF OS 4.01 will be data controlled, and it will be without any surcharge. So you were already informed by Jan. What is software structure of this MCU? Software running on the below layer is operating system, and it covers 5, so all physical layers, networking, security, and application management. Above that is DPA-based hardware profile, so ready-to-use software you can immediately recognize and use. It's responsible for interoperability. It will solve networking, maintenance, and optimizing. To customize it, you have configuration. And above that, next customization is custom handler, which allow customization of behavior and provide additional functionality. these last three layers define hardware profile ID. So it means, as you got already information, there is coded in hardware profile ID, also manufacturer ID, plus device functionality. When we are talking about software of gateway, those of you who are with us a longer time know that we started to develop IQRF SDK. It was, I think, 4 or 5 years ago. And in January, we announced, okay, we have also Daemon. What will be future products? Let's start from current portfolio. So this is exactly a screenshot of our website, iqrf.org, when you see group of products. What will be future products and future focus and development? First of all, of course, our core product will be transceivers. Then, related to that, we should provide you support and enable development. Therefore, all development tools will go on. We decided not to go on with repeaters, dedicated repeaters as products, and also end-user products. The reason is very simple. Yesterday and today we saw a lot of very nice products of you, our partners, and of course we don't like to compete with you. Regarding accessories like antennas, it's a must, so we will supply it, but it won't be our focus. And regarding gateways, we won't manufacture our old gateways anymore. I'm talking about GSM gateways, Ethernet gateways, Wi-Fi gateways, and the only line we will support is will be USB gateways. The reason for that is that with that USB gateway, you will be able to make gateway, very specified gateway, from any device, any Linux-based device. And in reality, it's just prolonging our transceiver line. There will be new products we will support in the future. It will be IQRF IC to provide, let's say, to increase economic attractiveness of the system, because we believe that in 3 years, prices of volume projects will go down up to €3. And exactly for that, we will need IQRF ICs we started already develop. Next product line, which will be intended for manufacturers of transceiver modules. It means that this group not necessarily should be manufactured in the future by MICRORISC. So it means that IQRF in the future is concerned to be first open and multi-sourced. This is very important for many projects, and especially big customers like ABB and Siemens are waiting for that. So here you can see selected products and what we will focus on. When we are talking about products, it will be not only physical products, but we have recognized, hey, we are a software company. Because everything what will be in the future and what is unique on IQRF and distinguishing us from anybody else is software. So we will provide specialized hardware profiles for dedicated repeater. Of course, I already mentioned IQRF Daemon and interfacing software for gateways. And for modules and IQRF ICs, it will be operating system, hardware profiles, and customized handlers. What will change dramatically once IQRF Tech will be fully running will be vertical supports, because we got very good experience with current support. It means we put R&D guys to sales exactly to support customers, and we got very good feedback from customers. It accelerated your projects. Therefore, we would like to multiply that. Why we are focusing to software? Software was in the past, and it will be more and more, the biggest break in the whole R&D cycle. So, because we would like to accelerate time to the market, we should shorten time to the market, we should shorten development of software. That's the reason why we focus to that. Like yesterday, I should repeat our mantra. Simple, secure, interoperable. I think that not only people from MICRORISC, but also a lot of you mentioned security, mentioned interoperability, and we're talking about that. It's extremely important that everything should be easy to install, easy to use it, and therefore simple. So, our mantra means security on the top level, because security is a must for the future, and any application, any system which will not be secure in the future will have big problems, and everybody of us. Interoperability, as I mentioned yesterday, started at 2008 with IQRF when we defined DPA protocol. It means way that one device is able to talk and second device is able to listen. But not necessarily those devices should understand to each other exactly like in this example. They are talking and listening, but in different languages. That's the reason we put it to a little bit higher level, and it will be the main topic of following presentation of Hinek Sirvatka, because we believe that standardization is basis of any interoperability and any success. And of course, simple. First, everything is in, all security is in operating system. Hardware profiles covers interoperability and functionality. Yesterday, I slightly touched the new view, how we can create infrastructure. So separate infrastructure development and device development. This is extremely important to simplify design process of end devices, especially those battery-driven. The reason for that is that at the moment in our technology we missed asynchronous packets, which is a must for battery-operated devices. So we thought, okay, today the infrastructure looks like that. Each device is able to make functionality, but also to make routing. It means that each device which is designed in this way should make first functionality, for example, send data. When we are talking about waste management cans, it means to send just 1 byte of information. I am full, I'm not full, I'm full for 50%. And also to make very tricky way how to sleep, how long to sleep, to schedule. And this is a little bit tricky. Therefore, we decided to look to the design cycle by different optics and separate infrastructure and design of devices. We defined 2 levels of services. Each level of services is defined not by devices. Once the device is manufactured, it will work both in online-based services, networks, and zone-defined networks. The only difference is on gateway. In this case, when we are talking about online gateway, that online gateway, like you will get from the name, is always online. So it means, nevertheless, here there is still mesh networking infrastructure. Data will go through gateway directly to the cloud. It will simplify the design, for example, for such applications like waste management cans, that one can, which is available on one spot, and service company will move it to another place, will automatically connect to the network at that place. This is very important. Second type of the network, named IQRF zone, is primarily used for automation and control. Anyway, it will provide simple, secure bonding. Simple because it should be really easy, especially when we are talking about automation of buildings. That somebody from Generation X who is not used to smartphones, to anything, but is able to push the button, will do it. Next, there is local autonomy. And exactly I will go to the smart building because there are big expectations for narrowband IoT. But if you can imagine what narrowband IoT will bring, it will be freedom to get fast communication for 5G and also get messaging for narrowband IoT. It's nice, but all data should first go somewhere to the cloud. And we are complementary. We can, or narrowband IoT can deploy IQRF and use exactly that feature, local autonomy. Because local autonomy is something what will be the must in the future, because not all data should be going immediately to the cloud. You will need some services to be run locally. And in the future, I believe that in horizon of 3-5 years, I discussed that yesterday also with guys from Microsoft, the intelligence first will be inherited to gateways, and in the next level, it will go directly to devices. Because devices should have also their own intelligence to work independently, because it will bring totally new possibilities. When we are talking about distinguishing between IQRF Zone and IQRF Online Service, you can see that exactly on that example. First, IQRF Online Service will be primarily used by sensoric networks, because you need to send data somewhere to the cloud, which is not such a difficult task. While at IQRF Zone, it's intended for applications when you need some local autonomy, some automation and control. On the next slide, you will see more information about those concepts. First, IQRF Online will provide two new things you were asking us for. First is asynchronous communication. And exactly like with that example with waste management cans, that can just simply send the data, will wait, because it's followed by RX mode, but only 50 milliseconds, which is excellent from the point of energy consumption, because it will increase life of the battery many times. When we are talking, and I forgot, what is also extremely important, it will be automatically connected to any existing network with registered providers. So exactly in the same way like you are used from mobile phones. There is T-Mobile, O2, Vodafone, Orange, and your mobile phone, your SIM card is registered to some operator. And exactly, you will connect automatically to your registered network. When we are talking about IQRF Zone, the big difference to online service is that authorization to access the network should be in gateway, because you will make local control of this network, and therefore even authorization should be made already here. And we found a way how to make it simple but secure, because security is a must, and simplicity, I cannot agree with ZigBee, as they stated that it's not possible to make it secure because otherwise it will be difficult. So we found a way how to make it simple. Also, you saw yesterday Chinru. He showed you also another mechanism how to make it securely and simple in building automation. So I can also, and I should also say that all current options will be available. It means if you like to make network like it is right now, it means the whole system, you can do it. And this is concept of IQRF Tech, a new spin-off company of MICRORISC, which has big ambition to deliver #1 wireless technology for IoT. So this is the end of my presentation, and for the end, I would like to share something nice. So, because typically engineers are making everything very special, a lot of graphs and everything, and I like it, the flowers, so I should share that with you. So thank you very much.